Mr. Köhne, when you joined KION Financial Services in 2015, what was the initial situation you encountered?
KION is the holding company for one of the biggest, if not the biggest, material handling provider in the world. And in Europe especially, we operate with our brands Linde and Still. So the big challenge was for those brands and their sales activities to restructure the leasing. Leasing traditionally is extremely important for KION, for both brands, because only with leasing we secure that we control the assets not only in the first life cycle but also in the second and the third. So the access to the full profitability of the utilization of the asset, including the very important service business, that has always been a major strategic pillar. But in the past, the leasing business was given to outside banks because KION had taken the decision to have it off balance. With the new IFRS changes coming and knowing what the content was, it was very clear that we had to make major strategic considerations how to change and how to improve the business.
So what were the main optimization levers that you addressed when you were facing these numerous challenges that you just mentioned?
We addressed first the refinancing, because it was very important to have access to a more competitive and professional refinancing. We addressed product and process issues, and we addressed country coverage issues, because we had small operations in 5 countries, but we have started to expand our geographic coverage in order in even more markets to bring the business in-house.
Given these optimization levers that you addressed, what are the economic effects of the new strategy?
We could significantly improve our competitiveness, because due to lower refinancing costs and efficiency gains, I would say in some areas, to put it extremely, the refinancing costs were brought down to 1/3 of what they initially were. And that, together with increased efficiencies, economies of scale, led to an increasingly competitive offering of KION Financial Services to the sales and service entities.
So you were able to extend the geographical reach, you were able to reduce the refinancing costs, to improve the processes. That's quite impressive. So what are the plans for the coming years?
We have 2 major strategic thrusts. One is definitely to expand the geographical coverage even further. We think the number of countries where we are directly operating will more than double over the next years. And the second challenge is the further improvement of our processes. Digitalization is a very, very dear thing for us. And we know that in leasing, the level of quality for your systems and processes is absolutely key competence, a core to the future sustainability of the business. Dr. Löber, you've seen a lot of vendors and industries throughout your work over the last years. Where would you position KION compared to other industrial vendors?
I think KION has a quite high relative maturity when it comes to how sales financing is integrated into the processes and the strategy of the company. I think back in 2015, KION was one of the first companies beyond the automotive sector who really understood the strategic importance of sales financing. And actually, I'm quite concerned that many others have not yet started to really address this topic, given the changing customer demands, given the new accounting standards, and given the increasing level of competitiveness in the different industries. And we think, as Roland Berger, it is very important for those industrial good manufacturers to really think about how sales financing can be more closely integrated into their strategy.